Hey guys, Novus here, I'm back. So I took a little bit longer of a break than originally intended. I was just looking at that tournament thing and it wasn't quite what I thought. So it turns out it's team-based and so forth, and yeah, might not do the battleship for that, but it did give me an idea to maybe we can sort of have our own little tournament at some point. I might sort of set it up with some restrictions, and then we also set up some vehicles. Might even just do it for there go the engines, for you guys to muck around with, where you can sort of set up your own designs and then sort of start it up and they can all fight each other and record it and so forth, and yeah, see how it goes. See how other people are doing at the moment. Now I would like to have this also have cylinders down here, and while I could pull that off, I'd only have one vent for cooling on it, which wouldn't be great. Yeah, also get less efficiency out of those ones. Alright, so rip those back out. Should start the timer. Whoops. I'm so terrible for that. And I'm going to repaint this. So the inner walls are still wood. I haven't actually bothered to upgrade those yet. The way I was thinking of going about it was probably going to be a case of... Wait, that is the light? Jesus, such... It's a lot brighter, it's so darker than I remembered it. Hang on. Did I darken that? I may have. That's fine, it's only a tiny bit. Okay, alright, fair enough. This didn't look as bright as usual. So basically I've got to find pieces like this, where it'll kind of branch off from one point. And that's going to get sort of like a... I don't know if it'll be a block of steel. Probably be. Just like standard metal put in there, and that'll sort of branch bonus armor across to the other wood, I believe. Yeah, alright, so it depends on where I can put them, but yeah, I'm thinking I might... As it stands, they should really be... Wait, did I not do this part? No, I did. Yeah. No, that's right, yeah, so because the armor's on the inside, actually, yeah, it should be fine. Never mind. We're good. Because it's not that many blocks wide, and because of the fact that I've made most of these walls sort of blocks that are branching out this way, they're only one block away from that wall of steel, which means they'll be getting the full bonus armor of that steel, which means they'll actually have decent armor and alright health. So it should actually be fine, because it should reach from one side of the ship to the other, which means even if one wall gets taken out, the wood behind it should still be getting buffed to some degree from the other side as well. So yeah, it should be all good. So probably just leave it like that, and yeah, work on these engines. So we've also got we got this going on. This is not meant to be happening, so I'm going to take that out. I think I can remember when that happened too, and it was when I was mirroring. I wasn't meant to be, I just did it then. Alright. Let me get into here. Yep. Let me get into here and quickly put those back. Alright. So let me double check this. Yep, okay, alright. It's all good. Okay, so we're only down one arrow producer, but could have made a difference. Now, I'm gonna have to try and cool this enough, and I don't know if it's gonna work. Because I remember I had some issues with it last time. I think this actually runs too many carbies on it, and because of that, they'll even sort of overheat a bit regardless. So it's a little saddening as that, but Did I go back to? No, I didn't. Oops. There we go. Okay, so you there, you there, you there, and you there. So I'm probably just going to vent this straight up and out. Actually, that reaches up and into other rooms. I keep forgetting it is actually a double-deck ship, despite it being such a tiny ship. So this is sort of the lower deck. I mean, I could just branch it straight outside, but I don't necessarily want to weaken the armor. Like, I don't want to create a weak point that can be broken. Especially not with fuel just there. I mean, I could take it straight through the floor. And if I was to do that, I'd probably be better off setting this engine up upside down. And then all I'd have to do is what I've got going on there, and then it just branch straight up, and that'd go straight through the floor. And that would also give me a good idea of, because I needed to test this anyway. Maybe they would the entire way. Whoops. Okay, so there's an inner layer of steel that still needs to go in on the inside block there. Okay, alright. That's fine. I gotta know where it ends. So it ends here. Okay. Let's quickly go through, rip them all out. Okay, so that one ends right there, so rip this one out. And then replace them all. So yeah, I didn't do that one. All the rest of it should be done. I did do underneath it. So I mean, it was buffed, I guess, in terms of its armor, but still. Prefer to have that. What's going on here? Did I miss one? I think I missed one somehow. That's weird. But yeah, that should keep it all fully armored up. Yeah. So I'll boost the armor on the outside here, it'll also boost the armor on the inside here. And it's only got to boost it for 2 blocks because there's another row of steel here. So that should be fine. Alright. What'll happen is that'll vent the exhausts from over here. Right here straight down. That means I'm also going to have to try and work out how I'm going to set these up. Okay, alright, I gotta try and work this out. I don't know if I actually do have enough space for fuel engines down here. Not good ones, but we'll see. Weird hiccup. Nope. That's not right. Nope. There we go. Alright. So if I was to alright, trying to think about it. I'm thinking maybe I'd rather not do it this way, but I'd do something like that with cylinders here, 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 and no, here. Probably want to do it that way. Don't know how this is going to work out. I'm basically just winging it here and trying to come up with a design that can actually fit into this space, but give us the right amount of power. So if I was to do that, I can do something kind of No, I can't. I'd have to do it the other way. Oh, no, I want to do it the other way anyway. What am I doing? Probably? I believe so. Hang on. Let me work this out still. It's kind of coming together in my head. What I want to do here. But how I'm going to get it done is another thing entirely. I'd rather not do this. That way. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, okay. I know how I can set it up. Alright. Okay, it's gonna be a bit... How's it going? I'm gonna basically be testing with this one. Finding out how this is actually gonna work out. Because at the moment, this is all just kind of happening in my head. I'm not 100% if I've overlooked anything. Okay, so it's a bit of a weird design there. Alright, that. It's not the best use of space either, the more I'm thinking about it. Still trying to work it out. Quite right. I think this is the only way I'm going to be able to do it. To be able to get enough power out of these, but at the same time not have them eat through fuel. Now, I could just set them up so that they do. They just eat through fuel and they produce a whole bunch of power, and that might even be an idea to have a look at. If this doesn't work out. I'm just going to test this and see how it does. I usually do prefer to have a bit more space when I'm working with fuel engines, but it also sort of depends on the shape of the space and so forth as to whether it's going to be any good. A lot of the time. This is going to be a fairly basic one, but I'm just trying to see. Or, hang on. Can I? No. Okay, no, that's right. Okay, alright. Okay. I know what I'm doing now. There we go. Okay, that's what I needed. Alright, here we go. I knew something was going wrong there. I was like, hang on, no, this wasn't what I pictured in my head, and that's because, yeah, no, I was supposed to... Okay, hang on. I needed to swap them as well. Alright, so what has to happen is that, and that. Then we're going to chuck our cylinders on either side of those. And the only reason for that is because of how the exhaust positions itself when you are using a supercharger. I believe it's the supercharger, but I will find out in a moment. No, turbocharger, sorry. So, what we're going to be doing is carbies go underneath, like so. I'm curious as to if I'm going to be able to line this up well enough. I'm hoping so. I'm pretty sure I should. But I want to drop the exhaust down from that set of engines upstairs and just connect them straight into this exhaust as it gets piped out. And it's also going to kind of tell me whether or not I can do that with water. Because it was why I was, like, one of the reasons I was kind of not putting it into my big battleship was because I wasn't sure if you could vent fuel, like gases out into water. I had a couple of different ideas at the time, so I went with the other idea instead. Now, I'm going to be able to pull this off. I should. As long as I leave myself with a single block gap, I should be okay. I believe. Alright, so I should be able to go with that for that side, and then the other, yep, okay. So do that, that. Oh god, I've got to sneeze. Please no sneeze. Okay, I think it's going away. Alright, we're good. The other side. Oh god, it's coming back. Okay, please no sneeze. Alright, so superchargers on either side. Alright, I think we're good. Now, it does sadden me that there's so much wasted space, especially this spot here. But I want to see how efficient I can make these run. So, rip these walls out. I really should be using a metal block or something, that way I can better see when I'm reaching that. Okay, so we'll want a 3 meter. And then alright. Exhaust. Now I know it shouldn't nowadays, as far as I'm aware, matter whether you use a junction pipe or a throughput pipe in these circumstances, but I'm still going to do it this way anyway. And just for added cooling, I'm probably also going to hook them up to each of these cylinders. So what we're going to need is an X junction pipe there. Okay, so we're basically just going to be interchanging back and forth between those, so no, we just keep going the X junction. Okay, so it looks like that should be hooked up correctly. And then okay, so what this means is we can basically have these all hooked up together into one massive output, which would come across here and probably catch. I don't know if I'd end up actually catching the exhausts from these ones in here as well. If I'd probably prefer, yeah, I think I'd prefer to drop them down here and have them hook up to these. Alright, okay. I think I've got it. Okay, so these are going to have to vent out separately, which means, you know what, let's just vent them out through underneath. It's a bit weird, but bear with me. I think that's going to work. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go hull pipe. I'm even going to set up a redundancy for one of these. So this one's going to be a 2 meter, I believe. No, it's just standard straight into, yep, okay. Into the junction pipe, I think. I don't know. I don't think it matters nowadays. Alright, corner pipe and standard pipe. And Bob's your uncle, they should be exiting through both of those X's. Then we go to these on the outside. So we go corner pipe, throughput pipes, Now looking at that, wait, is that actually our total power generation? Are these hooked up? Not connected. I put them on upside down, didn't I? I did. Okay. Let me have a gaze at this. Oop. I'd probably want to try and do something fairly similar with the top engines as well. Try and get them able to run at a higher RPM, maybe? I don't know. I'm not 100% for the English how. But, yeah. Here we go. Alright, so it's a little difficult to see sometimes doing this stuff, but it's just the way it goes. Alright, break that one, break that one, break that one. Alright, that should be, yep, that's all of them. There we go. Okay, so we should have a decent amount of gases exiting through each of these. 0.08. Oh yeah, because they're not really even running. On the other hand, we now have 4,400 power. That's pretty decent. Now, I'm still going to set up the opposite side. So it's probably going to end here. And then we're going to vent. Actually, it'll end probably about there. Oh man. Okay. Hang on. So they're going to be uneven, let's say, under those circumstances. Hang on, let me work this out. So what I'm going to do is grab that, turn that around, and whoops. There we go. Alright, this should give me an idea of how many I can get on this. So I'm going to end it there. I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, no, it is even. Alright, good. So now all we've got to do, chuck these along the top, make sure they start there. Then, now I know I'm probably going a little too ham in terms of making sure that we've got plenty of exhaust pipes going on, but better safe than sorry. Alright, so throughput pipe, straight pipe, L junction pipe left. Okay, let's position this thing beforehand, because that would be the smart move. And then, see a straight pipe. Alright, so that's one side done. It's looking like the episode's going to go over a bit, but it shouldn't take too much longer to get these engines set up, so I think I might try and keep them in one episode. So, same on that side. Oop, there we go. Okay. There. Oops. There and there. Okay. Then we just gotta make sure we put these this side up. So that way they actually connect up this time. There, there, and there. And then go to painting mode for a second. We can actually just quickly grab those out. Now we're gonna have to turn them around, so these are actually gonna be for this side. Sweet. Okay, then we've got to do this, grab these ones, and go around to this side. This side should be a little bit easier. Not quite as snug. And that is all of those done. Alright. So again, I'm not a fan of how much space it's wasting, really. but we should be able to get good efficiency, which is the big part here for this one, is making sure that it's able to run at full power but stay efficient while doing so. Now I could just hook up a whole bunch of carbies and have this sort of running, what do you call them, so running the standard cylinder carby supercharger setup, and then have pipes running out and have probably a bunch more cylinders and carbies running, but it means that I would have to set them to run at a lower efficiency, because if they didn't, it would actually cause a problem. Yeah, because the second they started revving up, they'd lose all of their efficiency, and at that point it's just a case of, yeah, you're not really gaining any benefit from using them. Alright, so junction pipe, I think that's the right way around, I can barely see. Here we are, yep. Okay, so junction pipe into X junction pipe, and Bob's your uncle, we should be able to start moving back. And here we need to go throughput pipe, I believe. Yeah, no, that's right, doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. No, that's right, no, this one was the 2 meter single, yeah. Then here we are. Yep, alright. So we needed there and there, so we're gonna need a 2 meter here. Alright, straight pipes can go there and there. Then we're going to be mimicking what we did for the other side again. The L junction pipe needs to go that way. Then we do the straight pipe across, throughput pipe. Oops. And, ooh, I didn't realize that necessarily. Already did that side up. Okay, cool. Well, there we go. Okay, so that should be all of them running. Now, we have access to 5,500 engine power. We still gotta run this down and so forth. So I might do these 2 engines and test it out and so forth in the next episode. For now, I'm gonna go to painting mode, run down to the back here real quick. Engine uses 34, yeah. Now I'm gonna go into here. Okay, so it's only got 84 power per fuel at 100%. So it's not very good as far as I'm aware. But, yeah. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Yeah, I'll get the rest of them done in the next episode. I'm gonna have to paint this now because I painted it all grey. Whoops, that's my bad. But yeah, have it all ready and running next episode, hopefully. That's missing. Am I missing all of them on this side? I am. Ah, here we go. I thought it seemed a bit odd, did the amount of power that we got. Alright. Okay, there we go. So with the rest of them put in, hopefully that should be right. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys.